Hi, welcome to the channel. In this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to conduct the independent student t-test in SPSS. But just before we go on, I hope you remember that the independent student t-test is used to test the difference between the means of two independent groups. What that means is that you have two sets of data from two independent groups. Each case can only belong to one treatment group. So I'm going to show you how you can, in 3 simple steps, conduct the independent t-test. The first step will be to define your variable names and also your value labels. The second step will be to enter the data, and the third step is simply to click and shoot the analysis. Right here, we are in the data view in SPSS. So the first variable we're going to define is going to be the grouping, which is gender. Now you can do that by simply double clicking on this variable 1 and it brings you to the variable view. So I'm just going to call it gender. Right. Now I don't need any decimals for gender, and then I don't need any label, but if you want you can have gender as the label, and then here under the data value I'm going to have 1 representing males and 2 representing female. So I have done that. So I've defined that. I'm going to define the score. The score is what I want to determine if there's a gender related difference. So the score is going to be a scale, while of course the gender is a nominal value. Right. So if you go back to your data view, here you are. So I'm going to just populate this. So if I say 1 is going to represent male, there you go. So I'm going to use a very small data set, which I'm going to enter quickly. We're going to have about 5 males or 6 males and 6 females. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to just quickly dash to that screen. There you go. So now we have 6 males and 6 females. So what's the third step? Very simple. We're going to run to the analysis tab and conduct that quickly. We go to analyze, we go to independent sample t-tests, and this is what we have. So the test variable is score, the grouping variable is gender, and this gender we need to define it. 1 is for males, 2 is for females, and we continue, and there we go. Now, once we have this, statistics is already done. All we need to do is to go to our output, and there is your output table. So from this data, what we have analyzed has shown us that there is a difference in the means, but it's not statistically significant. So you have the male scoring 73.1 and the female scoring 81.0. Now, the Levene's test is a test for equality of variance, and that is not significant. And so the independent sample t-test is what you have in this second part of this table, and which shows us that with equal variances assumed, you have a significance level of 0.422. Now, our alpha value is 0.05, which is actually a 95% confidence interval. That is automatically defined once you're doing any analysis, but you may wish to change that value. And that's how simple it is to conduct the independent sample t-test in SPSS.